Hey guys, so today I'm just going to be talking about where to look for rust on a TJ. I kind of wanted to dive a little bit deeper onto like some of the common rust spot areas on the TJ that you kind of just want to look out for. And if you have a TJ, definitely just keep an eye on these spots. If you live in a warm climate, you're pretty much you're pretty fine. But anyone that has road salt and go through snow through winter, you might want to take a gander. So the number one area that I do see a lot, which I don't have stock fenders anymore. But basically in this area where the stock fender is, it tends to rust from the inside out. So from the bottom up, right in this area. So you'll want to take a look on the underneath to see if rust has started, and then it'll kind of bubble through. So definitely the fenders, it's not that big of a deal. Obviously, if your fenders are rusty, you can always get new fenders like I did. I got the metal cloaks, which, I think look better anyway. But just so you know, another spot, actually my sister's TJ is rusting in this area, is right here. She's got some bad rust, and it's actually rusting from the inside out. So we're gonna go underneath the TJ here. Okay, so what you want to look for is all under here. So all under here is where the TJs tend to rust, and then they'll rust through the tub and then into the body here. So definitely check all this underside here is where it can get kind of bad. Another place to check, obviously if you're looking at a TJ, check the frame for rust. Obviously I would check where the body mounts to the frame, pretty much anywhere. Just check the whole frame. I guess it kind of depends the condition of your TJ, but I think they pretty much rust. I don't know if they rust all in the same spot, but just check your frame. That's just a big area for rust to accumulate. All right, so another spot where the TJs tend to rust pretty bad is on the hinge area here. So these aren't too bad to replace, but they are Torx bolts, which if anyone's ever taken rusty Torx bolts or just Torx bolts in general, they suck because you can get the Torx head in there, but these heads like to strip out super easy. So that's kind of a sucky thing, but definitely take a look at your hinges, make sure they're looking good. And if it has rusty hinges, you're probably going to be worrying about the underside of the windshield here when you fold it down. So if you have the opportunity to fold down the windshield to take a look at the underside to make sure that's not all rusty, definitely do that. That's another area where they tend to rust. The door hinges tend to rust. I mean, that's really not too big of a deal, but the door hinge area is kind of a bigger spot for TJs to rust in. Back at the rear tailgate here, the tailgate hinges tend to rust, and same deal with those are the crappy Torx bolts that you just kind of have to deal with. So another area I would check is under your floor mats. Check the underside here. So just pull up your floor mat, pull that out, and then there's a little button here on the underside of here. Just unbutton that and just pull that up and just take a look underneath there to see if there's any rust. Do that on the passenger side, especially if you have AC, that the AC can kind of leak out of there or whatever. I don't know if it's the AC or the heater core, something like that can leak. And if moisture is sitting underneath there, it's just going to eat away at the tub of your Jeep. So definitely check the floorboards of your Jeep, even at the back. The back is less of a problem, but definitely keep an eye in the front to make sure that you don't have any hidden rust. And definitely, like I said before, take care of that sooner than later. Alrighty guys, so those are just kind of the common rust areas that I've seen anyway on TJs that tend to rust. But let me know if I missed any spots that you guys have seen TJs really rust from, and let me know down in the comments below. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Definitely keep an eye on your TJ's rust, because if you can catch rust early, it's just much better being able to just take care of it right away, and then you don't have to worry about it later, versus if you kind of keep putting it off, the rust is going to get bigger and bigger, and it's just going to be harder and harder to fix. So anyway guys, like I said before, if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, please give the video a thumbs up. Definitely consider subscribing. That helps me out a lot, guys. and I will see you guys in the next video.